there, I don't usually do this for my process videos, but this is another one that I have to. Calico Collage. As you know, I'm on the design team, and for a good reason. I mean, look at this element sheet. How gorgeous is this? So I'm excited. I'm ready. And my plan is to do something with this. I cut out quite a few of these chipboard tags for my December Daily album, and I don't have an idea yet, but I'm gonna create something pretty, and it's gonna all come based on this golden Christmas, and we're gonna see what happens. But if you haven't already checked out Calico Collage on Etsy, I really highly suggest that you do so. And with that, I will put you on fast forward, and you can see what I end up making. All right, see you on the end, or in the end. Okay, first step for my chipboard tag is to add lots of texture. And for this, I'm using Heavy Gesso by Prima. I like the Heavy Gesso by Prima because of the texture that it has to it and the amount of texture that I can get with it. And because I wanted lots of texture, I decided to use a palette knife to add the gesso to it. And then I grabbed some of the Prima mini art stones and added those in some places that I thought I would like it. I tapped them into the gesso as it was still wet, and made sure that my tag hole was clear of the gesso, and then I just dried everything. Because of how heavy the gesso is, I had no problems with my art stones staying adhered to my tag. It did take me a while to get it completely dry because it is heavy gesso and because I had a decent amount of gesso on my tag. My next step was I grabbed my light modeling paste from Liquitex, and I really like it. I am currently out of my Prima light paste, which I like about the same. I don't know. I think the Prima one is more of my favorite just because it dries a little bit faster. But other than that, they both pretty much give me the same look that I was going for in this. And you can see my mat is a hot mess, but I'm okay with that. I dried all of that, but I edited that out. And then I really had to shake my Prima spray, and I thought I edited this part out so that you weren't watching me shake my spray, but apparently I didn't. I forget the color of this spray, but I currently only have 2 of the Prima sprays. I really like them though, and this green one seems to have a bit of like a gold in it when you spray it. It's shimmery, that's for sure. It's a lot of fun to use. So I am spraying that and getting it to drip. I cannot find my water spray bottle. It is still missing, y'all. I just cannot find this water spray bottle. It is somewhere in my house and it's driving me nuts. I'm at the point where I'm really close to just buying a new one, but I haven't done it yet. So I got it all wet with my big paintbrush and some water, and then now I'm adding some acrylic paint, and it's a green metallic Prima paint, and I forget which color it is, but I will be sure to link all of the products below in the description box. And then of course coming back in with some more spray because I didn't like all of that whiteness, but I needed this to move some more and not be just sitting there. So I grabbed my paintbrush and added more water. The reason why I didn't take out this editing part of me drying the paint is because I wanted you to see me chase it with my dryer. That is one of the tactics I have of getting the paint to move where I want it to go. So I just chased it around until I got everything to show up where I wanted it to show up. After this is all dry, I'm going to come in with another Prima paint, and it's not green, it's like a teal, just to bring in a little bit more color. But again, I don't use a lot of this color because I was going for green, which is weird. I don't usually like to use green in my projects unless I'm doing December Daily, and this tag happens to be for my December Daily album. So that is why you see all this green. But I really like this teal color that I used, and in some areas I chased it with some water just to get it to move some more and not be so stiff, I guess you could say. I mean, paint's not really stiff, but I really needed some movement. And then in the top area, I was fine with the way it came onto the tag. Now you can see I'm not fussing too much with that area that's not really colored. I kind of like that. As well as I'm going to grab my Calico Collage pieces here, and they're going to cover up a decent amount of that. So I'm good with that area not being fully covered. I grabbed these two pieces, and then I'm going to distress them some with my scissors. I love these scissors, the close to my heart scissors, for fussy cutting and such, and I couldn't find my little blade thingy that I normally use to do this. I definitely want to grab the Prima sand one at some point, but for right now the scissors work. And I roughed up the edges because I didn't want them to just be perfectly there. And my next step is to, after I do all of this roughing, is I'm going to grab some of my fun foam, and I will adhere the fun foam to the Santa one, and then the other one will be flat. The music banner will be flat onto the tag. So you see that place that's like all white, it's covered. And then I'm also adding these Prima, oh goodness, what do you call these things? They're like little jewels, I don't know, but I like them, and I like how in the areas that I placed them, the texture is magnified more. And then with the fun foam, it was fine adhering it with some of the matte medium. That's what I have in this fine line bottle here. But for it to adhere to the tag, I decided to add the soft matte gel, which you'll see in a minute. And then I used the Judykins Diamond Glaze to adhere these Prima thingies. Not very good at my descriptions this time, but again, I will link all the descriptions below. I really hope you'll go ahead and check out Calico Collage, and be sure to check out her Etsy shop, which again I will leave a link below in the description box as well. I hope my tag inspired you to do something for Christmas, and thank you so much for watching. Please be sure to give this video a thumbs up. Bye.